Once upon a time, in a small, isolated town nestled deep within a dense forest, there was a dark secret that haunted its residents. The townspeople went about their daily lives, but an underlying unease permeated the air as whispers of an ancient curse circulated among them. Legend had it that a vengeful witch had been wronged by the townspeople long ago. Seeking retribution, she placed an insidious curse upon the town, ensuring that every year on All Hallows' Eve, a sinister event would unfold. On this fateful night, the boundary between the living and the dead would blur, inviting malevolent spirits and unspeakable horrors to roam freely among the unsuspecting inhabitants. As the townspeople prepared for the approaching night, a sense of dread settled upon their hearts. They shuttered their windows, locked their doors, and tried to ward off the encroaching darkness with flickering candles and sacred talismans. But deep down, they knew that their efforts would be futile against the ancient curse. As dusk fell upon the town, an eerie silence enshrouded the streets. The moon, a pale spectre in the sky, cast its ominous glow upon the desolate houses and cobblestone pathways. Shadows danced and twisted, taking on sinister forms that seemed to mock the very essence of life. Within the confines of their homes, the townspeople huddled together, clutching tightly to one another for comfort. They whispered prayers under their breath, hoping that their pleas would reach whatever benevolent force might be listening. But the night grew darker, and their prayers remained unanswered. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the stillness, rending the air with its terrible anguish. Panic spread like wildfire among the townspeople as they realized that the nightmare had become a horrifying reality. The spirits of the long-deceased, twisted and tormented, had returned to claim their vengeance. The streets became a macabre parade of spectral apparitions, each one more horrifying than the last. Ghostly figures with hollow eyes and tattered garments drifted through the town, their moans and wails echoing through the night. The air reeked with the stench of decay, and the ground trembled beneath the weight of the unearthly presence. The townspeople, driven to the brink of madness, fought desperately to protect themselves. They formed makeshift barricades, brandishing whatever weapons they could find, but their efforts were in vain. The spirits were relentless, their ethereal forms slipping through the barriers with ease, their touch a chilling reminder of the terrors that awaited them in the afterlife. As the night wore on, the town became a battleground of life and death, the living struggling to survive amidst the onslaught of the vengeful dead. Some were dragged away, their screams swallowed by the darkness, while others fought until their last breath, succumbing to the inexorable grip of the curse. When dawn finally broke, the once thriving town lay in ruins. The survivors, battered and broken, emerged from their hiding places, their faces etched with a combination of relief and sorrow. They had endured a night of unimaginable horror, but the price had been high. From that day forward, the town became a ghostly shell of its former self. The curse had exacted its toll, leaving behind a haunted reminder of the terror that had transpired. The remaining townspeople, forever scarred by their ordeal, fled the accursed place, vowing never to speak of the horrors they had witnessed. And so, the isolated town in the heart of the forest became nothing more than a haunting memory, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed voices. The curse, though seemingly lifted, left an indelible mark, a reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed, and that the boundary between the living and the dead should never be trifled with.